get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
11, Thomas. 12, 11, 11.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain there of 30 big ones. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Burrow will throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Schwartz. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Here we go now on 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
11 empty, hey. 11 empty, hey. 11.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great... The try here for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So that was a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a Bengals score. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. From the 10. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and make the offensive move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now this defense for the Bengals, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action. McKinney. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Micah Parsons, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw on 3rd down, McKinney. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at about the 14. And he'll be out right at the 35. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Well, here we sit, Week 17. Just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
It's a gain of 35. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Burrow looking to pass. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
11 MP. 11 MP.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
11 MP. 12, 12, 12.
Here's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. Now, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Texans offense set to regain possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Off the play fake. McKinney. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
11 empty.
To try again after the sack. Burrow looking middle, and that's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry to about the 40-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now Burrow. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football. On 1st down, McKinney. And that is caught on the right sideline. Too far in 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. McKinney steps away. That one complete. He finds Shark. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. McKinney. That's complete to Traylon Burks. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Heck of a play. And get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Back to throw. McKinney. Flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Now it's Chris Boswell off for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Boswell's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go.
11 empty.
Now Burrow on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Anthony Schwartz from 13 yards out. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw to the defense. They have no answer for that right there.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Back to throw again. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw again. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Boswell's kick is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. They'll send the tight end in motion. Play action. It's Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18.
Only 2 quarters of football left in the regular season. Everybody's excited to get to the playoffs, so excited that we're just going to skip right over halftime and get back to the action. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And the Bengal offense ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up second down.
11 MT, stop.
Now it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. And this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. Eluded, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
11 MT.
And now here's a carry heading left. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow over the middle. That's caught by Schwartz. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They go play action with Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a 4-yard shy of the 5. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Touchdown! From 3 yards out. And the Bengals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. The partner, he has carried them in this ballgame throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And he will find his man Chase complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They'll set up to throw. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. Touchdown, Bengals! Jamar Chase, his 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Bengals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Throwing on first down. McKinney. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
It's clicking off right now. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. An excellent gain, 35 yards. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. 11, Thomas.
Burrow will throw. Touchdown! From 6 yards away. And the Bengals continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Now for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive of 4 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. From the 10. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. McKinney. And this is going to be incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And out will come the offense as they take over. There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here. And we'll step aside. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Burrow on play action. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Last play, they got stuck at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11, 11, 11.
Here's Burrow. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Now Burrow. He's got it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as he gets... This defense walks off the field. They can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Bengals, they finish off one of the best regular seasons of all time, 16-1, their final record. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Texans, it will indeed be a 10-loss season as they wrap up 7-10. And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved.
DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring up in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We doing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Yeah, homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. That's me about my life, man, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bring it home victory, straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Let's go. Photo Porsche, so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo Porsche, so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top